Looks like we're up and running. Alright. Well, welcome back. We are finally back again with some more of our hardcore Nuzlocke attempts in Pokemon Run&Bun. Took a little bit of a break. We had just last taken down Team Magma in the Space Center. So now we have the dive TM and the path is open to us to head to Sootopolis. And then from there we can start heading towards the Sea of Thorn Cavern. Another one of the most difficult portions of the game with Team Aqua. So today our goal is to get to Sootopolis and get a few new encounters. And depending on what encounters we get, I do have a really fun plan for an optional fight that I might do. Depending on our encounter rolls. So yeah, thankfully right now there's only two mandatory fights. To Sootopolis itself, and then there's just a bunch of optionals that you need to dodge. So I have the first fight already planned out, and everything should be good to go for it. So let me just triple check my calcs one last time, just to make sure I didn't overlook anything. Let's see, Togi wanted pre-damage to 96. Let me see. Yep, that's right, and then holding an iron ball as well. And then everything else should be good. Let me just check one thing really quick here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we should be good. Wise Glasses, Iron Ball, Citrus, Choice Band, Poison Barb, XP Share. Alright, so let's go head on over. Use the diving path to get to where we need to go next. I believe it's up here without... Oh no, not there. Without hitting any optionals here. Oh! I think there's one right... I think it's this one. Okay, yeah. Route 124 underwater. And then we head back up here. Yeah, so... here is where the double battle is. Let me go ahead and save. Mace 1, what's up in the chat, bro? Doing alright. Hope you're having a good day today. Oh, I just hopped on the stream right now. We're just getting things started here with our first battle. Just making sure I had everything planned out correctly here. So we should be good to go. And let me just triple check. This should be Sis and Bro, Lylan Roy. Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this first fight here. Alright, Sis and Bro, Lylan Roy. Appreciate the sub, bro. Really appreciate that. I hope you have a good rest of your day as well. Alright, so this is a pure double battle, meaning that you can't just focus down one side. So right now, the Starmie and Ludicolo both only see fast KOs into my Togedemaru. Which is important because Starmie has Blizzard. So basically we're gonna let the AI focus down my right-hand side while I am free to attack my left-hand side. So right now my Heydragon is not in danger of getting attacked, so I can just simply one-shot the Starmie with Dark Pulse and go for a Spiky Shield to protect from both incoming attacks. Hydro Pump. Dark Pulse will KO Starmie. And then we should see a Scald. Perfect. And then next thing that should come in is Dragonite. Because it's the first thing that sees a fast KO on my Togedemaru since it's in the diagonal slot. David, what's up, bro? Thanks for popping in the chat. Hoping to have a good day today. Alright, so now, again, both Dragonite and Ludicolo are targeting Togedemaru. But my Hydreigon outspeeds and can one-shot this Dragonite, even through Marvel Scale. Oh no, not Marvel Scale. What's it called? Oh no, it has Inner Focus. Yeah. I think without that, I wouldn't have one-shot it, but... so we're gonna outspeed and KO the Dragonite before it can attack. But the Ludicolo is still targeting my Togedemaru, so I'm gonna swap to my Golisopod, who's pre-damaged, so that we can get an emergency exit off. Drop a Draco. Dragonite goes down. Ludicolo gets a Scald. This will bring us below half. Citrus Berry will bring us above half health, and our emergency exit should proc. Perfect. Now I'm going to bring Togedemaru back in, safely. And then next up is a Stoutland, which is pretty scary because it's got a normal gem boosted Retaliate, which is going to be targeting only my Togedemaru because, again, it's not faster than my Hydreigon. So it'll only attack my Togedemaru. So now, the Ludicolo is holding a Focus Sash. So I'm going to break the Sash by going for a U-turn, allowing me to swap. And then I'm going to, again, Spiky Shield on the two incoming attacks. And I'm going to U-turn into my Sneasler. That won't be getting attacked here. So there's Retaliate, perfect. And another Scald, perfect. Alright, so again, now my Sneasler is choice banded, and we get to simply outspeed and one-shot the Stoutland with a close combat. As I swap Togedemaru again to my Galissapod for a second emergency exit. So close combat KOs. We're gonna see another Scald from the Ludi. Perfect. And then we should get another emergency exit. And we're gonna bring in our Crobat for free. Alright, and then now from here, it's basically checkmate because both my Sneasler and Crobat outspeed the Ludi and the Lantern here. So I could just simply one-shot the Lantern with a Choice Banded Close Combat and KO the Ludi with a Poison Jab boosted Cross Poison. The Lantern does have Protect, but he won't use it because he sees a slow KO, so guaranteed not to protect, so we're just gonna get the double KO here. Lantern goes down. Lantern goes down. Alright. I mean, the Ludia goes down. Blissbot levels up perfectly fine. And then, lastly, this just leaves a Blastoise. Which does have Fake Out, but both my Sneasler and Crobat both have Inner Focus, so the AI won't use it. So we can just KO it with a Close Combat plus Brave Bird combo. Oh, almost got the one-shot. That was a very... I think that was like a max roll. There we go. That is the fight. Okay. Very smooth. But at this point in the game, every fight that I do is like... I feel the nerves. It's not gonna lie. Because, you know, any little miscalc or anything can lead to your downfall. The Pandemic 00. How's it going, bro? Appreciate the follow. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a good day today so far. How are things going for you? I appreciate you popping in the chat here. Alright. So, let's see. We have just one more mandatory fight before we can make our way to Sootopolis, so let's go ahead and take a look at that. I already kind of made a game plan for it, but I just need to look at the calcs for it one last time. Let's see. Let's get the next fight. This next fight's pretty interesting because it's a team full of Shell Smash users. So let's just take a look. I already have it set up in the calc already. So the game plan was Barraskewda, Excadrill, Charizard, Togi, Golisopod, Dragapult. Let's see, I was planning on pre-damaging to get a flip turn, break Tressel's Focus Sash into Exca for the KO, bait, use a Life Orb to bait bait Shuckle. We go Charizard and KO with 2 Seismic Tosts. To bait afterwards baiting Minior, which I think we go Exca. Then Golisopod into Barraskewda. Flip turn into Togi on an Acro. Swap to Dragapult on a Earthquake, and then just sweep with Dragon Darts. So yeah, that should work. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, playing Emerald Imperium. I tried out the game a little bit. It seems like a lot of fun though, with like the custom megas. How far is your run in Imperium so far? Let's see, we want. Where's he at? Barraskewda. There he is. Barraskewda. Excadrill. We're keeping Sneasler. And we're keeping Golisopod. We want Charizard. And Dragapult. I need to teach Seismic Toss to Charizard and teach it and level it up to the level cap. Oh wow, you're already... Dang, that's pretty impressive. Prepping for E4. Man, that's... It's pretty tough to have the champ be your PB. I gotta commend you for sticking to the attempts after making it that far. Yeah, I've seen like some of like the promo photos of like the dual Primal Dialga and Palkia that the champ rocks, so I can imagine that those fights are pretty tough. What's looking like to be your go-to guys in your 6 so far? Let's see, do I have Seismitoss? Yeah, I do. Seismitoss. Zard. Switch it over Brick. Alright, and then... take that. Take that. And I'll level you up. Level up Dragapult as well. Cool. And then, let's see, Choice Band for Dragapult. I think that's it. Let me see. For Barraskewda, I want to be pre-damaged to at least 73.5%, so 153. Let's see. Yeah, 153. I don't need Citrus for Togi. No item on Zard. No item on... Actually, a Life Orb on Excadrill. Because then... That would only bait... I should guarantee bait Shuckle since it's the first thing that's I think just gets in baited order. Because I don't think Smeargle or... I don't think Smeargle or Shuckle have special AI. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's only Ditto, why not? So it should be always Shuckle after Exca for a random move. So we could just go straight to Zard. This looks good, and then... I just need a pre-damage Golisopod to take an Earthquake from Minior, which is only 16 damage. We are level 83 now, though. So, but same difference. But now we're at a new max HP, so let's see, 234 divided by 2 is 117, so 116 plus 16 at the minimum, so 132 for damage. That sounds like a pretty solid lineup you have so far. Yeah, the random teams for the Elite Four, that definitely sounds very tricky. That's the one thing I'm kind of glad that Run&Bun does not have is random teams, because that's just adds way too many variables to account for. The Todd Father, what's up, bro? Appreciate that. Yeah, this my nickname theme for this my run here is band name, so I got a pretty good lineup here. Appreciate you chatting in. Hope you're having a good day today. Alright, so this should be good. I don't think I need any other items. So let me just triple check the line one last time. Oh yeah, make sure we want Life Orb on Exca. Yeah, this is my current this is my current furthest run-and-bun so far. I don't have an attempt counter because I've done hundreds of attempts already, so I don't really know exactly for sure. But my last PB before this run was all the way up until after the 6th gym badge, so definitely made it a much more further distance comparatively. And I have a pretty good looking box for this point of the game, so definitely enjoying it so far. It's just it's for a game like this, once you get to this point, it's like super nerve-wracking, making sure you're not making any mistakes, because I have definitely made a couple that I was frauded out of, fortunately, but definitely can't always get away with that. Making sure I calced everything at the right level cap. Yeah, this should be good. Alright, let's go ahead on over there. Not run into an optional along the way. Let's see. Oh gosh. There's that optional. Crap. Okay, alright. Well, what do you have here? Oh gosh, overquill. Okay, that's pretty bad. Let's see. I knew I would run into something. Alright, let's take a look here. This optional... Let's see, Overquill, Slowbro, Barraskewda. Alright, that shouldn't be too bad. But this Overquill can definitely explode, I believe. Let me look at the learn set. And it's random AI, I believe. Yeah, it definitely has Explosion. And has Throat Chop. Let's see, so I definitely want to flip turn out. Who would be good? I mean, Exodrill is a good counter to this, so I could just go to that. And it doesn't have a water move, I believe. No. Oh no, it does. It has Liquidation. Ugh. I mean, I kind of have to go that way, so let's just flip turn, get some chip. Go Exca, don't Liquidation or explode, please. Perfect, gunshot, nice. Alright, so we could just KO this thing with Earthquake now. This should be Slowbro? Oh, Barracuda comes in next. Yeah, because this is faster, I believe. It's gonna go for a water move. Let me see, what does Barracuda know? Flip turn, close combat, liquidation, laser focus. Okay, so then I can go... we should be able to go Dragobolt here pretty safely. I see like a close combat or something. Oh, liquidation, that's fine. Alright, then we can just go for... I know that there's a Slowbro in the back, so I should probably go for... because I am holding a choice band, so I should go for... Phantom Force. Yeah. So let's go for... Phantom Force here. And this should one-shot Barracuda. Perfect. And then Slowbro. We should just also be able to one-shot with a Phantom Force. Okay. Yes. These freaking optionals, man. Alright, well, at least I don't have to worry about that optional anymore. But let's heal up. Make sure we don't run into another one like that. Let's check our XP ranges here. We should be fine with XP. Alright. Alright, now let's go head to that mandatory fight. Let's see, we fought them. So next fight should be just up ahead. Hopefully. Okay, yeah. And this is Route 126. What is down here? Is this just what does this go to? Oh, this is Pablo. It's... Oh yeah, this is the guy guarding the Pterodactylite. Alright, we're gonna come back here a little later. But that's good to know that that's where he's at. so this should be our next fight. Just right here. So let me save. And let us check. We got Life Orb, no item, no item, no item. Choice Band, 132 HP. Let me just triple check the pre-damage for the Lysopod here. Yeah, 232 should be good. Alright, everything else should be good. Seismic Toss, Life Orb. Don't need an item for Barraskewda. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this here. Alright, Swimmer Dean would like to fight. Alright, and this guy, it's basically, his whole gimmick is that every Mon in his party has the move Shell Smash. So it's basically trying to maneuver around preventing that from happening. Which in this game, there's a couple ways you could do that. One is if you show a KO on the AI will never choose a setup move, so that's one. The other is if the AI sees a KO on you. So right now, this Cressel sees a KO on my Barraskewda always with Stone Edge. So it's always going to click that versus going for Shell Smash. And I believe if it does go for Shell Smash, it would see that I would outspeed and KO it with Barraskewda. So another disincentivize here. But the thing is, it does have the sturdy ability. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by using a flip turn to break the sturdy with Barraskewda here. Critical hit. Critical it didn't matter. It would have never KO'd anyway. And we're gonna go to my Excadrill on the incoming Stone Edge here. Perfect. We'll take it very well. Now we can outspeed and one-shot with Iron Head. I'm holding a Life Orb, not to KO the Cressel, but to ensure I bait the next Mon next. So after KOing this Cressel, because of my attack increase from the Life Orb, it should always be the... What's it called? Should be Shuckle, always after this. So we're gonna KO with an Iron Head. Take a little Life Orb, and then we should see Shuckle come in. Alright, and there's the White Herb Glitch. So let's see, Shuckle. Perfect. Alright, so this Shuckle has a very interesting set because it has Shell Smash, but it has the contrary ability. So rather than increasing its attack and speed, it's going to lower those and increase its defense, making it very hard to kill. And it also has Infestation to trap you and knock off to knock off your items. And rest as well for heals. So So to counter this, we're going to go to Charizard on a random move here. It doesn't matter what it goes for. Yeah, so there's the Shell Smash. So the defense is going to raise, and the attack's going to go down, and the speed. Yeah, so normally this is going to make this thing very tanky, but I taught Charizard its signature anime attack, Seismic Toss, which always does a flat amount of damage according to your level. So at level 89, 2 Seismic Tosses will always two-shot the Shuckle, even with its leftovers recovery. So we can just go ahead and KO with 2 Seismic Tosses here. Yep, so another Shell Smash, perfectly fine. So, even after leftovers, another Seismic Toss will always take this thing out. Alright, so Shuckle goes down, and this should always bring in Meteor next. Perfect. Alright, so Meteor again also has Shell Smash, but right now it always sees a guaranteed KO on my Charizard with Stone Edge, even in its Meteor form, which does less attack. So, because it's going to go for guaranteed Stone Edge, we can go back to Excadrill here, which we can take pretty well. So there's a Stone Edge. We take that. And then, with the Life Orb equipped, we always show a fast KO on the Meteor with Iron Head. Even with its Meteor form. However, I do not want to KO this with my Excadrill. For the baiting purpose. So, again, the AI can't use Shell Smash here because it shows that it's going to get KO'd. So it's always going to go for highest damaging move, which is Earthquake. So, on an Earthquake here, I'm going to swap to my Golisopod to get an emergency exit. Perfect. So we're gonna emergency exit, and we're gonna go back to my Barraskewda. Alright, and then again, in this turn, the Meteor, in its Meteor form, at this pre-damage, always sees a KO on my Barraskewda with Acrobatics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip turn to deal some damage. Getting it, it'll guarantee go into its shields down form, which is what we want. So I want to proc that. So flip turn to deal damage. A crit will also never KO. And I'm going to flip turn to my Togedemaru to take the incoming Acrobatics, which is also Flying Gym boosted. So we take that pretty well. Deal some Iron Barbs. Shields Down is going to activate, which is going to make this thing faster and deal more damage. But even so, it only sees a KO with the move Earthquake. which my Dragapult can take pretty well, even if in its shield's down form. Yeah, it only deals about a third. And this is the position that I wanted myself to be in. So Dragapult will take this incoming Earthquake. Perfect. And now this is checkmate. So my Dragapult is holding a choice band. And at this point, Dragon Darts is going to outspeed and KO the rest of the enemy team. So we'll go for Dragon Darts. And the reason why I'm using Dragon Darts specifically is because of this Smeargle. This Smeargle has a very scary set because it's holding a Focus Sash and has the Moody ability. With Spore and all that scary stuff. But because I baited it out on the first turn, it doesn't get its Moody proc. And I can just now always KO with Dragon Darts because it'll attack twice. First hit, breaking the sash, second hit, KOing. So, the scary Smeargle goes down, and we can just go in and sweep the rest. Next up's a Turtonator, which again just goes down to Dragon Darts. Alright. And then... oh, Wide Arc Glitch. And then lastly is a Poltegeist, which again dies to Choice Banded Dragon Darts. And I always wanted to make sure I baited this Poltegeist last to do this chain because Poltegeist had the Curse of Body ability. So if I had baited in Poltegeist earlier, to do this, my Dragon Darts could have gone disabled, ruining this chain here, but we counted for that, so we got a clean sweep. Oh, one more Wide Arc Glitch. And there we go. Alright, so those are the 2 mandatory fights that we had to do. To make our way to Sootopolis. The rest are just a bunch of optionals that we could avoid. So let's just go back to Moss Deep really quick and save and heal. Alright, so I'm gonna try to make my way to Sootopolis now. I'm not sure exactly what the path is. So, hopefully I don't run into too many optimals. But I'm gonna use a retro quick fix, so I'll be right back and we'll do that. let's take a look here. So let's set up a team in case we run into the optional trainers here. There's a lot of mainly water types. Yeah. So the best lead for these is definitely going to be my Electrode with a choice specs. Just to deal good damage. Let's see, we could bring... We can bring in Primarina as a tank. We could bring Hydreigon. We could bring... We could bring Mega Ampharos. And... we could also go Dragonite. Big bulky boy. So that should pair us pretty well for any optionals we may run into. Let me just take off some of these items here. So let's go try to make it to Sootopolis as safely as we can here. So went through this way. Good thing we already fought her. Alright, cool. Fought you two. Fought you, so now we can start going this way, I believe. Because I think we can just dive here. And we should be able to get to Sootopolis from here. Always love the dive theme. Should be just down here. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. Yep, here we go. Nice. Sootopolis City. Very nice. Made it to the final town. Alright, so from here, there's a couple orders of business that I wanted to do before I ended stream. At this point, the path forward is to start heading towards the Seaform Cavern. But I don't want to do that yet. What I want to do is to do some important counters that we have access to here. The first of which is here in Sootopolis. which if we repel manipulate to level 75, we have a pretty good chance of getting a Beedrill, which is one of the best encounters in the game, so I kept my Duraludon under-leveled intentionally so that we could do that. So let me gather some guys here to help with capturing. Alright, so this should be good. Yeah, so if we take a look at the encounter table here for Sootopolis, in the grass, highest level Mons are level 75. So if we repel manipulate to level 75, we get about a 60% chance at getting a Beedrill. And the next most likely encounter would be a Durant. So Beedrill is definitely the one that we want to get here, because we can get access to Mega Beedrill, which is crazy strong and fast. And gets U-turn, which is very, very worth getting. So that's the first thing we're going to do. So we have to lead a Mon that's at that level cap with the repel turned on. So I'm gonna level up Duraludon here to 75. Perfect. And let's see, how many balls? I should have plenty of balls here. Yeah. Let's see, I could get some nest balls. That would probably be helpful. So let me actually go get some of those before we do this encounter. Go to Lilycove really quick. Netball, yeah. Get some of those. And we'll get some nest balls. Alright, so... let's go head back. Alright. So here's the patch of grass. So like I said, with the repel deactivated, with the repel turned on, this is going to allow us to repel manip to give us a very good shot at a Beedrill here. So that's what we hope we want to get. So let me save. Leading level 75. So let's go see. Oh, come on, Beedrill. Let's get the big B, big B. Woohoo! Let's go. Big B in the house. All right. That's what we like to see. All right, so let's start with a quick ball. Ah, that's alright. Drill Peck. Alright, so let's go swap to Ampharos. And let's go for a Thunder Wave. Endeavor. That's funny. And then now we can go to Corviknight. Actually does Endeavor does quite a lot of damage there. Let me roost really quick. Should probably equip the Leppa. Okay, good. Alright, so I think we can start throwing nest balls. Because those should be the most... Net balls or nest balls? Probably net balls. Oh, no, that didn't even shake. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go for some net balls then. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Alrighty. We got the big B. Alright, so... Let's see, what's a good band name for the B drill here? Let's see. Let's see. Oh, I got a great name for this guy. Let's call him Anthrax. Alright, really good. Alright, so let's see. Hopefully we get a good nature and IVs on this guy. Alright. Big B drill. What we got here? Lax. Okay. It's not the worst. 10 attack, 10 speed. Definitely workable. Minus Spadef is actually, I think, a little less. I think you'd want higher Spadef than defense on B-Drill. To swap in things like Aura Spheres. But I mean, it's not a minus attack or minus speed nature, so I'll for sure take that. Yeah, definitely very happy to get that. One of the best encounters in the game. We do have to do the fight to get the Beedrillite first, though. Which I haven't planned out that fight, but we're not done with encounters yet. So the other optional that I had mentioned earlier. So let's mark this off. We got Big B in Sootopolis. So the other encounters that we have open to us right now, we have the two underwater, encounters, which are separate encounters from their surface encounters. So you can get both. And here you're most likely going to get both a Cradilly and Armaldo. I'm going to go for 126 first, so I can get a higher chance of getting a Kabutops. But the other one I'm looking at is this one right here. This 75% Aerodactyl. I really want to go for this. Aerodactyl is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. And it's a fast rock and flying type, which is a very good thing to have. That's something that is a little missing in my box right now. So I want to go get that as well. And if we get that, we can immediately go and see if we could get the Mega Aerodactylite, which is being guarded by one of the hardest optional fights in the game. Which I actually have a pretty good line that I've prepared for it, so I would like to do that here. But let's do the other two encounters first. So I do need some more quick balls, so let's go back and get some more of those. Get like 10 more of these. Alright, let's go head back. Alright, so we don't need him anymore. So let's see. So first encounter is Route 126 underwater, which is either most likely going to be Cradily or 25% chance at an Armaldo. Armaldo would be more optimal because that increases the odds of getting a Kabutops than the other underwater. But again, it's fine either way. So yeah, we'll start with Route 126 first, just to see what we get. Let me just check their movesets really quick first. Let's see. Cradily, Power Up Energy Ball, Power Gem Mirror Coat. Interesting. And Armaldo. Stone Edge, Rock Blast, Leech Life, Rapid Spin. Oh, it comes with Rapid Spin. That's actually pretty nice. And it's guaranteed battle armor. It's actually not bad. Alright, so then we should be good with leading Ampharos for the... Actually, I could just lead Gyarados for the Intimidate. And then we can go to the others. So let me give a Leppa for Corviknights. And that should be good. Alright, so let's go back underwater. And this should be Route 126. So this is the one we want to get first. Most likely Cradily. Sometimes Armaldo. Armaldo would be better, but it doesn't really matter in this case. So let me just save and we can roll. See what we get here. Let's see. what are we gonna get here? There we go. Dilly. That was the expected result there. So let's just start off with a quick ball. Yeah. Not quite. Mirror coat. Doesn't work. Well, let's go and paralyze. It's spamming mirror coats. And let's get a Thunder Wave off. Power Whip. That's not gonna deal with anything. So we can go to Corv now. And we can just start. Let me just speed this up. Start throwing some balls. Let's see. We can start with some dive balls. Ooh, almost. Yeah, come on. There we go. Alright, Cradilly. Alright, what's a good name for Cradilly? I'm starting to run out of good band names. See, Genesis looks good. Let's go with that. Genesis. Alright. Alright, so we should be... So like I said, this counts as a separate encounter because it's Route 126 underwater. So let me just triple check that in the calc here. Let's see, where is Cradilly at? There you go, summary. Yeah, Route 126 underwater. See, Bashful, Neutral Nature, Random IVs, doesn't matter. It's this thing kind of just sits in your box anyway. But that distinction, Route 26 underwater, is important because that still allows us the regular Route 126. All right, so. Now we can go for Route 124 underwater for either an Armaldo or Kabutops. Most likely it'll be Armaldo. So either of which are pretty fine. They're both the same purpose, rapid spin users that can get battle armor. So it doesn't really matter which one we get. Kabutops is usually better, but I already have Shell Armor Almastar, so It is faster though, so that is a benefit. Pokemon stuff. What's up in the chat, bro? How's it going? Thanks for popping in. Hope you're having a good day today so far. Alright, so let's go back to Moss Deep, and we'll get to the... we'll get to the underwater section here. Let's go. Let's see, Route 124. Oh! Dang it. Ran into another optional. Alright. What do we got here? Slow King? Ugh. Who is this guy? Well, another optional. Let's see, Slow King, Basculation, Tentacruel. What does Slow King have? Let's see, Slack Off, Heal Pulse, Future Sight, Psychic. Let's see, I didn't really bring... I could go... I can go Dragapult here or Basculegion. Yeah, why don't we go... Let's go Hydreigon here. Psychic, nice. Right, we can just go for Dark Pulses. Heal Pulse. Thank you. Okay, don't need the HP. Alright, Slow King. Got Tentacruel. Let's see, what does Tentacruel have? Gunk Shot, Hydro Pump, Sludge Bomb, Rapid Spin. I think we could just stay in. Keep going for Dark Pulses. Gunk Shot. Let's see. Oh, didn't get the 2-shot. Ah. Poison, that's not good. Let's go... Let's go Ampharos. Gunk Shot, nice miss. Let's Mega Evolve. Over Thunderbolts. Gunk Shot. And then Basculegion. What does Basculegion have? Let's see, Poltergeist, Liquidation, Superpower, Final Gambit. Ooh. Oh, Final Gambit. Oh no! My Ampharos. Ah. Oh, that sucks. Ah, man, I just lost my Ampharos to a freaking optional. Oh, man. That really sucks. I really didn't want that to happen. That sucks. That's annoying. Alright, well, 16 deaths now. So now I don't have a Thunder Wave user. Dang, that was like my best guy for encounters. As a Thunder Wave. Yeah, that just makes things a lot harder to catch now. It's alright, it happens. Let's see. I don't even think you get Thunder Wave as a TM in this game. Let me see. No. Yeah, it's only from Learn Set. Man, that sucks. I didn't really have a better choice there. Because, if it didn't go for Final Gambit, it could have gone for a Ghost-type move, which would have... could have KO'd my Dragapult, so... Yeah. Well, who can I use as a good... who can I use for encounters now? I mean, I guess it's just, Corviknight. I mean, I still have good electric types and steel types, but Mega Ampharos, that sucks. Do you have Thunder Wave? No. Well, pretty unfortunate. But it is what it is. Alright, let's just go get our Almaldo here. Should have been more careful. Alright, so this is Route 124 underwater. So we can go get our encounter here to make up for that. Let's see what we get here. Yep, there's our Almaldo. This thing does have guaranteed rapid spin and battle armor, so it's actually pretty nice utility to have on this. Let's just get a quick ball. One. Rock Blast. Alright, let's speed this up. This might take a little bit. Let's go for Feather Dances. Bring it down all the way. Start going for some... You can go for Net Balls. It's a bug type. This thing might be tough to catch. Let me see. Let me see if I can do some damage to this thing. see, I don't want to go Gyarados. How about maybe a Draining Kiss from Primarina? Let me see. Primarina, let's see if Rico. Armaldo, level 75. If it has minimum Spadef, Draining Kiss will never KO. Neither would Flip Turn. So we could go Prim here. Oh, Stone Edge. Oh my gosh. I'm getting some super bad luck here. Let's see. Do we outspeed max speed level 75? Yeah. So we could outspeed Flip Turn. Oh! Oh, we did not outspeed. Oh, we did so much damage. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh! What's up with these calcs? Alright, well, he's low HP now, so... let's just roost back up. Oh yeah, I forgot I used Rapid Spin, that's right. Alright, well, let's just catch you already. Oh, I almost lost my Primarina there. Alright, what's a good name for Armaldo? It looks like it had a pretty high attack. Let's just go... Let's get the frick out of here. Oh man, these encounters. Alright, let's just see what you are really quick. Bold. Plus defense, minus attack. Nice. Alright, whatever. Okay. Alright, well I think I want to pause there, because these encounters are not going too well. I was going to do one more, but that last one is going to be even harder. So, yeah. To save my sanity, I'm going to go ahead and end my stream there. So, yeah. Alright, but, appreciate anyone who tuned in to watch. I think we got some good progress despite the accidental death. Hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and I'll see everyone in my next stream.